We have former Senate President Franklin Drilon joining us via Zoom.
Good morning, Senator Drilon. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me this morning.
All right, Senator, a very controversial budget that we have. I'd like to get your reaction, but do you agree na sinasabi po ng ibang sector na this budget is heavy on the infrastructure side rather than serving the people's best interests?
Kung gagawa po ako ng libro, ang pamagat ng libro, How to Fund Your Pork Barrel. Because it's an example of how they have cut the budget of DepEd, cut the budget of PhilHealth, cut the budget of DSWD in order to fund the pork barrel. Paano po nangyari ito? Noong sinumiti ng Pangulong Marcos yung budget sa Kongreso, ang nakalaan, ang budget ng DPWH ay 825 billion. Yun ang kabuuan ng budget ng DPWH. Pagkatapos po ng Bicameral Conference Committee, ang version po ng budget ng DPWH ay umaabot ng 1 trillion 113 billion and 113 million. So 1.113 billion ang lumabas sa Bicam version. Ibig sabihin, tinaasan ng ating mga kongresista ng mahigit sa 288.7 billion ang budget ng DPWH alone. Ang 288 yan po ang pork barrel ng ating mga kasama sa Kongreso. Ulitin ko lang, tinaasan ang budget ng DPWH from 825 billion to 1 trillion 113 million. The difference of 288.7 billion is the pork barrel only in DPWH. Hindi natin alam kung magkano pa ang sinaksak sa ibang departamento ng gobyerno. Ngayon, paano po pinundahan ito? Dahilan kailangan nila punduhan ito dahil kung hindi nila pupunduhan, tataas ang budget by 288 billion dahil yan ang dinagdag sa budget ng DPWH. Siyempre, ang overall budget ay tataas ng 288.7 billion kung hindi nila gawa ng paraan. Ngayon, anong ginawa ng paraan? Kinuha nila ang pondo ng DepEd, 10 billion. Ang 4-piece program, 50 billion. Ang PhilHealth, 74 billion. Ang CHED, 30 billion. Para po punuin itong 188 billion na dinagdag nila sa DPWH. Yan po ang nangyari. Kaya ang sabi ko nga, kung gagawa ako ng libro, ang title ay How Do I Fund My Pork Barrel? Dahilan po, yan ang maliwanag.
Yun nakwenta nyo yun ang former senator, yung mga kinot nila sa DepEd, sa CHED, sa DSWD. Yun yung total ng inangat nila sa DPWH.
Mahigit po. Mahigit pa dyan. Kasi hindi yung 288 billion, 288.7 billion ay pork barrel lamang sa DPWH. Mayroon pang ibang pork barrel na sinaksak. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan. But I am sure, hindi lang po infrastructure project. So yan po ang sinaksakan nila ng pork barrel. At para hindi po lumagpas ang total budget sa budget ng Pangulo na sinumiti sa Congress, yan po ay naghanap sila ng ahensya na babawasan ang budget. So ang nakita nila, yun pong DPWA ay yung Department of Education, yung pong yung DSWD, yun pong PhilHealth. Ngayon,
po. Yung sa PhilHealth po, speaking of PhilHealth, do you agree on what the President said about it? Na tama lang po yung desisyon ng BICAM na bawasan, no? Wag bigyan pala, wag bawasan. Zero subsidy ang PhilHealth mismo.
Tama yung sinasabi nila na mayroong 500 plus billion na reserve ang PhilHealth. Tama po yan. Ngunit hindi dapat alisin yung subsidy dahil sa ito na may trust fund. Ang ibig sabihin, ito'y pera para sa universal health. Hindi po pera itong gastusin ng bureaucracia. Kung hindi para po sa mga mahihirap. Trust fund po ito. hindi po pwedeng pagkukunan ito. Kaya po, hindi ba kini-question sa Supreme Court yung pag-alis ng nakarang taon? Because the PhilHealth is is similar to a trust fund. Ngayon, may reserve po yan, 500 plus billion. Ngunit hindi ibig sabihin, hindi pa nangangailangan ng pondo ang PhilHealth. Dahilan po, unang-una marami nagrereklamo, mababa po ang benepisyo. Hindi po lahat na gastusin sa ospital ay nasasagot ng PhilHealth. Maliit lang ang kanilang nasasagot. Pangalawa, ang dami po utang ng PhilHealth sa mga hospital.
Yes.
Hundreds of billions. So they must pay this. And then there is need to computerize PhilHealth so that the anomalies would not be repeated. So it is not correct to say that there is a reserve fund. Yes, there is a reserve fund. That is why the PhilHealth will not collapse this year. But if you continue with this, it will collapse at some point in the future. In fact, nung nasa Senado ako, isa po sa mga sinasabi ng PhilHealth officials, in 2030, baka po wala ng pundo ang PhilHealth. Dahilan sa yung pundo nila, ginagamit taon-taon at ito po'y trust fund na para pong SSS yan eh. Hindi pwedeng sabihin na dahil may pera ang SSS o GSIS, hindi na maglalagay ng subsidy. Hindi pwede yan.
Okay.
So, ganun pong sitwasyon sa PhilHealth.
Alright, Senator Drilon, we'd also want to ask your opinion po regarding sa yung total budget for education. Sinasabi nila, in totality naman daw, hindi naman daw ganun kababa ang budget na inallocate sa education because kasama naman daw ang CHED, ang TESDA, ang DepEd. Pero ang interpretation po ng iba, ang nakasaad daw sa batas, sa DepEd dapat ang pinakamataas. Ano po ang opinion niyo dito?
Education sector ang pinakamataas.
Yes.
At dapat ang allocation. Education sector. At liwanagin natin, ang education sector, hindi lamang DepEd.
Yun.
Kasama dyan yung state colleges and universities. Di ba? Kasama din yan yung TESDA. Kasama yung ibang ahensya na may relasyon sa education. So, ang saligang batas ang sinasabi, the education sector must have the highest priority. Hindi po Department of Education. So, may basehan po na sasabihin na hindi lamang DepEd. But having said that, I do not know exactly the figures whether or not adding all of these agencies as part of the education sector will make it the highest in terms of allocation. I do not know that. I haven't added or seen the entire budgets of DepEd, of TESDA, of CHED, of the SUCs. So, but as a matter of principle, the budget of the education sector consists of these agencies involved in the education, not only the Department of Education.
Former Senator, perhaps you could enlighten us doon sa, kahit mabilis lang po, no? Kasi wala po tayo oras, doon po sa proseso ng bicameral committee. Kasi sinasabi po nung iba, after na-sign itong bicameral...
Mga senators.
No? After po na-sign nila itong budget, may mga naririnig po tayo mga interviews left and right na may mga senators na sabi, ay hindi ko po alam yan, ano nangyari. Ano po ba yan? Hindi po ba nila binasa yung pinirmahan nilang proposed national budget?
Yeah.
Or meron po bang siningit ang Congress na hindi nila alam what's happening
insertions
there? Tama po yan. Dapat basahin mo ang pipirmahan mo. Ngunit ang katotohanan, and this is the reality, yung budget mga one foot high yan eh. Ang kapal nilang libro. Kaya at ang pressure sa Kongreso na pirmahan agad, nandyan yan. Kaya yan ay tama, dapat basahin nila. Ngunit in practical terms, it is impossible to read it. But having said that, the President has to sign the budget.
Yes.
And in signing the budget, he can exercise what we call the line item veto. Ibig sabihin, i-veto niya yung mga portions na hindi sang-ayon sa kanyang polisiya. Halimbawa, yung siningit na pork barrel na 288 billion sa DPWH alone. The President has the power to veto per line or per item, per section, this allocation in addition to what he placed in the president's budget. And use the funds that will be saved from that veto in order to fund the DepEd, the DSWD, the PhilHealth budget cuts. So, pwede po gawin yan. Ngayon, pwede rin sabihin ng Senate President at ng Speaker of the House, i-convene muli natin. Let us convene again the Bicameral Conference Committee in order to correct these defects which the public now complains about. And pwede nila gawin yan. Kung hindi nila gagawin, the President can exercise his power to veto sections in the budget and use the savings as a result of that veto to fund the essential budgets like DSWD, like PhilHealth, like DepEd.
Opo. Former Senator, yung yung usapin po dito sa ayuda sa Kapos Kita program o AKAP, is that even legal na magkaroon po ng ganong kalaking pera yung mga congressman natin at saka senador pagdating po dito sa budget na ito, yung AKAP? Legal
po yan, ngunit tama ba yan? It's legal because the power to over the purse, the power to spend public funds, the authority rests in Congress. But is it a correct policy? Is it a correct policy to do what they did and increase this amount? Let's face it. Next year is an election year. Right. Kahit ano pa pong sabihin natin, gagamitin po sa politika itong mga pundong ito. Kaya policy-wise, mali. Kailangan nga, pero gagamitin sa pamumulitika, kaya mali. Sana po huwag mangyari, but it is there. And that is why if they can institute reforms in order to make sure, or at least to minimize political insofar as this item is concerned.
Alright, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Hopefully we can invite you again to talk this further. Maraming salamat po sa inyong oras sa former Senator Franklin Drilon.
Okay.
Thank you po.
Thank you.
Thank you.